Tuesday, special players, special plays. I did that backwards. Oh well. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another Madden episode. It's your boy Big G. We got episode 8, I believe. That sounds about right. Episode 8. If you watched the last episode, even if you didn't, Dak Prescott got hurt. He is out for the remainder of the season. He will be back for the playoffs, though. But I went ahead and brought in Mr. Will Greer. We're gonna have Trey Lance, as the starter, of course, for now, up until he does something stupid or possibly gets hurt. Let's hope that doesn't happen. I did have to get rid of what was his name? Rico Dowdle to free up a spot. So that's new. But everything else on the depth chart keyword should still be the same. And good. Anyways, I hope you guys are having hope you had an amazing Monday. If it's still going, hope it gets better. If it was shit, I just woke up from a nap and I wish I would have stayed in bed, but it's 7:58, so there's no need to sleep all night long. All night long, all night. Anyways, yeah, everything looks yeah. Perfect. All right. Let's get this show on the road, shall we? Let's get these goals. 1 by 17 points. We could do that. Damn, it's only 200 offensive. I mean, I think we could do 300. Because, we'll get 100 on rushing game alone, more than likely. But it's all up to the passing game after that. Fuck it, we go 350. Well, 20 points or less. I think we could do that. Allow 2 or less passing touchdowns. I'm pretty sure we can get some interceptions. We can get some turnovers. Alright. What's our color rush look like? No, they don't have one. Excuse me. Let's go to off-white help. Yeah, we kind of look like the Colts now.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got
had a happy day, TBH.
Putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Cowboys and the Dolphins, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
Why is that, Mishka?
It was happy till I stepped in dog poo barefoot anyways.
Oh, that's...
No such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. It is week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store.
Very.
As it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Miami Dolphins.
Needed to shower anyways.
Brandon and Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play.
That's a good way to
one.
look at it.
They
I
come
guess.
in losers
I was
in 2
looking at the bright
straight,
side.
so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game. So they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this.
But me feeling quite loved from one person.
It's been perfection so far. They come in here.
This year has been looking great.
That's good to hear, man.
Only 2 teams have ever done. But the most important thing for them now is to make it to the postseason in one piece.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now Tua Tagovailoa gets set to lead this Dolphins offense for the first time.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
The drive starts with a run.
Damn.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second
Damn,
down.
Eric, you have to fucking lay him out like that.
Injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Tua sets up to pass it.
Oh, and he's in.
Going to be intercepted.
Attaboy, Trayvon.
Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why
On
their offensive
2,
staff
yep.
spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football.
All right, Trey.
But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
Are we at the 45? And let's run it first.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
Yep. Here we go.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt.
Get off.
He's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
I think I have this season. I think it's there. I think it's there for us. Come on. Yeah, here we go.
On play action, Lance. He's letting it fly for
Oh, too far.
This one is incomplete. And Charles, you think about this offense, and it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little bored. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench, just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
Trey! God damn it.
I mean, you created a heck of a situation there, and actually you didn't create it. Okay. You presented it, and you're exactly right. It is tricky because your eye has to be on the ultimate prize, which is the Super Bowl. That's paramount. But at the same time, how much fun would it be to go down as one of the all-time great teams and join the 1972 Dolphins as the only undefeated team to win a Super Bowl?
Oh, dude. I try to run up the middle.
Brings up 4th. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this
not
is
okay,
going
but
to
it's
be
okay.
a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And his kick is absolutely perfect. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, There's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
You look at this Cowboy defense. For this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league.
Bring the blitz.
They'll come at you
Bring
from
the heat.
all angles, and they did a nice job there
Come on,
stopping
D.
him for a loss.
Screen, screen, straight.
Well,
That works too.
3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Waiting on it will be Richie James. Taken from just outside the 30. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental
Here we
fortitude
go.
comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach
Oh,
talking about it. It's
damn it.
team talking about it to each other.
That was my bad.
Supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through, and I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
Yep. There we go.
I'd set
Oh.
down right back to Hunt.
Oh. Skirt. Ah.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
It's fine. 3rd and
And he's able
2.
to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Yep. Here we go.
They'll try and run for it with Vaughn. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking
Come on,
up
Connor.
the
You
first.
okay, man? Shake it
Hold
up.
on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him.
Here we go.
And we'll step aside for a moment. That one into the hands of Beckham downfield. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. He got 29 yards that time.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running
Bruce
across
Sternum.
and rounded it a
Damn it.
little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Yeah. Here we go.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance.
Oh, come on. No.
The end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, my. You know that's one that he'll want to have back.
That should have been a
He did everything
touchdown.
right to get the linebackers commit on the play action. He just flat out missed.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Yeah. Here we go.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
Fine.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Yeah. Here we go.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will make it 6.
Oh, Brandon, you're going to get a whole lot of opportunities today.
First 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Meanwhile, Tua's throws taken in by Waddle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it.
Oh, and his early
my boy Stephon.
Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead now stands at 13. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. He's had a great season, plenty of touchdown passes, but that last throw, not one of his finer moments, as it was returned for a touchdown on the pick 6. Now he starts again here, 1st and 10. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick 6. And it's incomplete.
Good shit, Stephon.
Like that one, 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he'll want that one back.
Attaboy, Deron.
He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. You look at this Cowboy defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that you can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Oh, God. Good shit.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the 2nd quarter.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. A heck of a play there defensively.
I knew I was going to have to rely on my defense once Dak went down, but damn, I didn't think it was going to step up like this.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Miami's offense set and ready to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down.
Just keep the ball moving. Let's make some good plays today, all right? You do them, offense.
After the pick six, they go right back to
Oh,
and this is going to fall.
Deron Bland almost had an interception too.
Nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be.
Okay, so I might messed up a little.
Oh no, what'd you do?
He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Nope.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play.
It's 8 p.m. and weirdly coffee went in my mouth randomly.
Oh god.
Back in the expected passing
It just
situation.
flew into your mouth. Pause.
Throwing his Tagovailoa on third down here.
No,
Being
don't
chased
let him.
out left.
Son of a bitch.
And they work this well upfield across.
Yeah, magically.
Dang, man, that's crazy.
Tagovailoa, it's a first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Here's Tagovailoa on first and 10.
Woo!
Pass is intercepted. For the
Everybody getting picks today.
picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 41.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one.
Hi,
There's no doubt
Izzy.
about that, Brandon.
Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100. Also, 2 trips to the
Tuesday.
If you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try.
Hello.
But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that.
Don't you mean turtle?
From the 44-yard line, here's a second down and 6.
Yep. Here we go.
Turtle, 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 turtle.
Oh, no skirt.
For the catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for
also, I'm sorry about
first
last
down.
night. I tried getting on, but once again, my internet just like
As we were talking about earlier, there has
turned doo-doo on me.
history of the award been a pass catcher tied into a
And
wide
so I
receiver
just like
that has taken
ended up
home the
resetting
MVP
it
trophy.
The
again.
best receivers I've talked with,
And
they
in the
know
process,
that
I kind of made the
stat, and it
mistake of
drives them
laying
crazy
down.
because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't
And
make
I
the
fell
plays that
asleep.
they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2.
Good going.
Now a play fake. Lance.
No. Okay. Yes.
Another one to CD Lamb. He's got it.
It's all good. Jeremiah and I just talked the whole time.
This duo locked in. 14 yards there. And a
That's
first
good.
down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be
Also, WTF was I thinking with this project?
Oh God. What do you mean?
shred my defense.
Is it too much?
Lamb will go in motion. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week.
Yeah.
And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Here we go.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
It's not there. It's not there. Run, Trey, run. Run, Trey, run.
He is into
Let's
the
go.
end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Trey Lance, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys are able to add on to that lead.
He turned invisible.
There is definitely the 49 49ers saw in him when they swung that big deal to move up to number 3 in the draft.
How am I going to do the without dying so much? I barely got a little bit of the bottom.
One full season in 2019 at North Dakota State.
Wait, how are you dying? Are you just falling off, or?
And that stretches the lead to 27.
Yes, face with tears of joy.
And it was Trey Lance taking it in himself to cap the drive with a touchdown.
Well, how big is it? Like,
and this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchdown.
is it pretty massive? Is it like the same size as your your tree mansion?
Reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early, but that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Hand off to Achane to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
36 blocks wide and tall.
Damn.
Last week's contest, 16 carries, 80 yards.
Well, we know they've clinched.
There's no way to like minimize it. Like, does it have to be that
continuing
big?
to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams. Because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
On play action, here's Tua. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
I wouldn't necessarily call it a
Second
good
quarter
one.
from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football.
Dolphins getting their ass
Second and
kicked.
10. As they've got it as we resume action. From the gun, it's Tua.
Oh.
My goodness, another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they'll set
Put
up
on their hand
shop in enemy
sanitizer. Wear my
territory
mask.
at the
Put my mask.
45-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception.
That would have been helpful if I thought about it before I already started face with tears of joy.
Stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Only thing I could really think of as far as like to save yourself from falling, maybe like surround the perimeter with a little ditch kind of and fill it with water. That way if you do fall, you land in the water and you won't
On
die.
first down, they'll run with Hunt. Shifts past him at the 45. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards. Second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here we go.
On second down,
Oh,
right back
no.
to Hunt. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Yeah. Here we go.
Now Lance.
Yeah, okay. Thank you for dropping that.
Incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Anger is on to punt,
Damn
and
it.
he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And finally, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now Achane on 1st and 10. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Oh my God, why is everybody getting
Remember, the
hurt?
Cowboys shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Tua going to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just
why is everybody bruising their sternum? What the hell?
Back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The passing game not in sync here early.
He could have ran that too.
Down.
Just saying.
Here's Jake Bailey now. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Get that block. I should have cut it out. I should have
not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here we go.
To throw, it's Lance. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now.
God damn.
Able to escape, and down he goes. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
Yeah. Here we go.
Throwing now is Lance. He'll let it go deep for Beck.
O'Reilly wanted to do Scola's revenge made only as well.
Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Is that another D2 reference?
Well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them.
D1 reference.
I was close.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Yes.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Yeah. Here we go.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, no. Get your ass back over here. Get your ass back over here, Kareem. Get your ass back over here. Fuck. Yeah, here we go.
Lance looking to throw it. throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third.
Yeah, here we go.
And Lance going to throw.
Bruh.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, they finish this thing off in the end zone. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Achane on the counter. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Looking to pass. Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
Skirt.
Oh, what a move. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
Handoff up the middle, Hunt.
Get off.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Ready.
Yeah. Let that clock run down a little bit. Here we go.
They run again with Hunt. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On play action, Lance.
Shit.
Dancing to his left. And
oh, come on.
Incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That is caught by Lamb. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
Yeah, I don't know if he was in on there.
Just about any offense that has an elite receiver,
But the only people who can challenge it are the people upstairs.
So, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Can I can't change it. Yep. Here we go.
Hunt will try going up the middle. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Here we go. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Can I not? I can't switch. The fuck. Oh, there we go.
Vaughn. Trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Yeah. Here we go.
Hunt is in. Touchdown, Dallas. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2.
Yep. Here we go.
Lance going to try to throw for this. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback. Barrios deciding not to bring it out. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Now Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Tua now on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And they'll get this on the screen.
Oh, hell no.
Muscles him off. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And
I'm about to say, are they not going to call a timeout?
This first half, a timeout call. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he
Try
releases
to ice the kicker a little bit.
Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 53. Sanders' kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, the good news, at least least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Damn it.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
A nice stick and stop for a loss there from Jalen Phillips.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Yep. Here we go.
Now Lance throwing on second down. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. 2 yards still to go. Third down now.
Yep. Here we go.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. This is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
It ain't luck when I know I could get it. It ain't luck when I know I could get it.
Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Yep. Here we go.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
Stop.
And that'll be
Over.
the mark, too far out in front.
Damn it, dude. He was open.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Yep. There we go.
They'll run with Hunt on second down.
Damn.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Oh, shit. I didn't realize it was 3rd down already. Tuesday. Yep. Here we go.
They'll run again with Hunt. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of first down. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Yeah. Ready, set. Yeah. Here we go.
They'll try and run.
Oh, you're supposed to get the block. No.
Oh, this is going to be close. That
Oh.
mark gets a little short, and he didn't get there. Kareem Hunt stops short of the sticks, and the Dolphins defense is able to
It's
hold.
fine.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Osa Odighizuwa able to record his 5th sack of the season. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Tua sets up to pass it. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Up the middle, Achane. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, 3rd quarter, down 4 scores.
Man, I hate doing bounties.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity.
Is that a
But think of the
Fortnite
pressure you just
reference?
put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Get your ass over here. Damn it.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Yeah, sure.
Unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On 1st down, Tagovailoa.
Situation, bruh.
Right side complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
3rd quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Defense, I like it. Good red zone
There's another
defense.
stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
Hey, God damn it.
And now another one thrown in.
I just want a sack.
So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Sanders' kick is good, and that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't touch, kicking a field goal. Does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag?
I
You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Just a dash. Nothing more, just a dash. Ready. Yeah. Here we go.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance.
Come on. Yes. Yes.
It's complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks, 79 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback. Barrios deciding not to bring it out. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time.
Fuck.
This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Hill going to go in motion right. Achane gets it from the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. No big surprise. Micah Parsons doing what he does so well, dropping him for a loss.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, it's Tua. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Downfield throw tip, but he's still got it. And he will have a
what the hell?
First down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long.
What the fuck was that?
Set of downs. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Back to the ground, H.N. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on.
Good shit.
And he will go down. Sat back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
How'd the boy do, Law?
Throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Y'all wanna try to go for it again?
After this one, he's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Oh shit, y'all actually are.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back.
No.
Complete.
No.
Get it inside the 20.
Crap.
And finally taken down at the 15. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Tua's throws taken in by Waddle. And the Dolphins are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Okay, guys.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 75. And the Dolphins are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. There's the versatile back, Kareem Hunt, getting set with the rest of this offense for the next drive. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it, and you've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Switch it. Okay, cool. That works, I guess.
On 2nd down, it's Vaughn. And able to to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Ready. Yep. Here we go.
A carry here for Hunt. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 127 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Yep. Here we go.
Oh, it's second down, right back to Hunt. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Yep. Here we go.
Vaughn on first and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Yeah. Here we go.
A give. Dobbins trying the right side. And bulldozing his way through. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line.
Damn it, I stepped out.
Over out of bounds. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the counter, Hunt.
No, you're going the wrong way.
To about the 26 here.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And 2-minute warning.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. 2nd down and 6 now from the 26. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. Nifty move.
Yes, get the first.
Inside the 20 at the 19.
That's all we needed. Now we can kneel.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they
special teams, special plays, special players. He's the guy they've
turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
As long as they don't call a timeout, which I doubt they will.
And they will take a knee here.
Boo you.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
And that's game.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Dallas, they are now 2 wins away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Not too shabby. Came away with the dub. Trayvon and CeeDee Lamb both got upgrades. Excuse me. Jesus. Okay, I'm pretty sure the Commanders got... No, they didn't. Why are they in the wild card, man? So nothing's changed. Everyone's still where they are. Play is ready to go. What? Who? Oh. Yeah, I'm probably not going to resign anybody, but we'll see. I'll do it later. Weekly awards. Oh, we got a Stephon Gilmore, alright. Alright, weekly strats. Against Jared Goff, Jahmyr Gibbs.
Oh, so I have a better way of explaining how big it's supposed to be.
Oh god. Oh god. And how big is it supposed to be?
The middle is touching the balcony of the treehouse.
Jesus Christ! Why? just why? The Lions win by 17, 350, 14 points or less. Sack the quarterback 5 times. I'll go force
I
3
didn't think
turnovers
it was
again.
gonna be that big last night. I thought I could do it, lol. I was like, yay, that's fine, only to come back today and realize.
Oh god, poor Izzy. So is it complete then? Is that what you're telling me, or no? Alright, let's get it.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we've got CD Lamb. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Cowboys and the Lions, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Dallas Cowboys. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan with you on a Saturday night here in Dallas.
No, not at all, face with tears of joy, but I did so much already, I'm not tearing it down.
Jockeying for position, and this, a good one here in the NFC.
A real good one, because these two teams, they think big. They think about going on and playing bigger games, and also think about these two on Thanksgiving. Both of them hosting, now they're going head-to-head in a matchup that we've been eagerly anticipating.
It's a late season Saturday night in Dallas.
That makes sense.
The Lions, the Cowboys.
I wasn't saying for you to tear it down, I just thought you were maybe done with it already when you said you realized how big it was.
First drive will begin at the 25. Well, the Lions offense getting ready to go to work here, and under center, a man whose career has been rejuvenated a bit as of late. In season number 8 now out of Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl, and came really within 1/4 of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking that time for Jamison Williams, and it's third down. You look at this Cowboy defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you prepare for.
Yeah, D-Law.
Taken down. Goff is sacked. DeMarcus Lawrence racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
They just gave up the sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. They're just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
On fourth down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. James now to return.
Damn, should have went the other way.
38
It's okay.
yards officially, and they will take over 1st and 10. So out come the Cowboys under head coach Mike McCarthy. They'll be led out by a third-year pro and third overall pick from North Dakota State. He's battled injuries early in his career, trying to stay healthy now, and it's Trey Lance.
And it felt like it watching the game tape. He got everyone involved last week.
I was at the bottom looking up. It didn't look that big, so I didn't touch it. I was getting more wool to continue, and only when I went up too.
Break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So wait, you're halfway done and it's already touching the balcony, or you're realizing it's gonna end up touching the balcony?
On second down, right back to Hunt. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That good for 19 and a first down. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Here we go.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
Skirt. Oh, come on. Damn it.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Give him 30 yards there.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
I don't know if that's going to work. I'm a little nervous. Yep. Here we go.
Throwing now is Lance.
Damn it.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'd say I'm still like 15 or 20% with the whole thing. More likely 15%. You definitely have to see for yourself.
I will load in after this game. I promise. Yep. Here we go.
They get it to him.
Get off.
Left. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And on that note, I'll be right back. I gotta use the restroom.
Touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will
I went to go pee and got caught up talking to my mom. She's finally back home. She's a little tipsy. Slurring her words a little bit.
The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
All right. So that little restroom break didn't kill momentum.
Now the extra point up and good by Auburn. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle it, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs.
Why can't we keep up with these guys?
So the completion results there in 9 yards. Now. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll fake the give. Now Goff.
Off of me.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That one thrown across his body, and it's incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
On the return, it's James. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Yep. Here we go.
Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
So, Charles, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now, here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep at the switch now. And I think it ultimately benefits them to stay engaged all the way through the season because make it to the finish line, then they get the open week to refresh and re-energize. But if you get off the gas now, that can really hurt you come playoff time.
That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
A good run there, right tackle in old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
I can't see shit. Okay. That was weird.
And now they'll throw with Lance.
The screen went black.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, wait. No, shit. Come on, Brandon.
On play action, Lance.
Nope, why'd you stop?
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kirby Johnson.
Fucking route I told you to run, CD.
Football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine.
Are you racist? 'Cause if so, play Madden NFL 24 right now to prove it. Damn.
The postseason, the playoffs.
Hi, Dennis.
They've already clinched the playoff spot.
How are you?
Looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football.
Already racist, I see.
They really become magnified.
Don't start this shit.
Now 2nd and 5. Here's Goff. They'll find Williams on.
Where were you yesterday?
My internet died.
This last one, a first down.
And so I
Did you
reset
not
it.
play with them?
I did.
First quarter, haven't
For a
we?
little bit.
And I think it works
And then I ate.
for this team
And then my internet died. I went to reset it. And I made the mistake of laying down. And then I died.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked out by Xavier Howard. And they'll set up
Fringe X2.
at the 45-yard line.
This is coming from the person who was playing Sea of Thieves.
Interceptions
Too good for us
early on
now.
in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding
Don't
these
question mark
turnovers that
me.
we've
You know
seen
exactly
early?
what I'm talking
I
about.
think
Too
both
Hollywood.
teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
I didn't understand you 'cause of the football players.
And it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
I said you were playing Sea of Thieves last night. You're too good for us now.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Stop distracting me.
That's why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Ready?
My bad, I got other friends too.
Must be nice.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Guess he'll go solo for another 3 years.
And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. McGough and Williams hooking up there for a Lions first. A give right side for
Well, anyways, if anything's happening TN or not, let me know in Discord. I'm gonna go edit.
Another big
Okay.
hitter there. This one good for 18. There are times on carries like that where he looks a little bit older than his rookie status.
How many times have we talked when we've gone out to dinner about how precocious these youngsters are that come into the NFL now? They play at a higher level at a younger age. The stars aren't quite in their eyes as much as they used to be, huh?
Oh, no mames, way.
Amon-Ra St. Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Trey Lance in the offense heading back out. He's been picked off twice in this ball game already. And they'll try to sort things out here as they begin with a first down. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's Aiden Hutchinson. He was determined to blow that play up, and he sure did.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now a play fake. Lance. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way.
Here we
what
go.
else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Let's take it inside his own 40. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very... Oh, the turnover fest continues.
Go, Stephon, go. Nobody's going to catch you. Okay, maybe somebody will catch you.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique.
There we go.
And paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance. He's helping his team in a huge way.
They juked him. He will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Yeah. Here we go.
Dobbins.
There it is.
Will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an eye formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
A little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Aubrey now for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The draw there only spanning 3 plays. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now gone.
Oh.
He's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
Special plays, special players. Yep. Here we go.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Running right through it. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Well, partners, my old man used to say, make sure you strap up tight if you're going to try and stop one of those big horses out there. As you just saw there, this guy does not go down easily.
You just call him a horse? It's fucked up.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Yep. Here we go.
Off of play action, here's Lance. He finds his man, complete.
Touchdown!
Touchdown, Cowboys!
Attaboy Jake.
Jake Ferguson.
Attaboy Jake.
81 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Aubrey now for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out now come the Lions. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them, not necessarily what you're looking to.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And now he's free. And now look at
Fumble,
this.
fumble, fumble.
Game, but a fumble.
Tackle him.
And he'll have it
Oh
past
my
midfield,
God.
almost to the 40 before being taken down. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team. And
No, not Bowser.
There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering.
Let me guess, Bruce Sternum.
Knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Gone.
Oh,
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
so close.
Not just the coverage, but the entire defense.
I fucking called it. Jesus Christ. Bruised fucking sternum. It's so stupid.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Again, Goff.
Let me run.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Yeah, he is going to have a Lions first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. It's gone.
Short.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
What about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Badgley able to knock this one through, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Here we go.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Okay, never mind. Yep. Ready, set. Yep. Here we go.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there. As that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, here we go.
On 1st down, Lance.
Touchdown.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot.
He was there.
And it's incomplete.
He was there, Trey. All you had to do was connect. Oh my God, what the hell is wrong with this HDMI cord, bro?
All alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Shut up. Yep, here we go.
Hunt will try going up the middle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22.
Come on now.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
I had a feeling he was running a little sluggish.
Here's 3rd and a few
Didn't want to
inches.
jinx. Oh shit, oh shit. I didn't realize it was 3rd. I didn't realize it was 3rd. Yep. Here we go.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
When you're dead last in the NFL in 3rd down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about him picking up that one? That was big for them.
Tuesday. Yeah. Here we go.
Lance now on 1st down.
Jake! Hold on to the ball, bro. Come on.
If he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lance.
Dude.
End zone, but it's incomplete.
Killing me.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Yeah. Here we go.
Here's Lance to throw it. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. A fake on the jet sweep and a give to
Dude.
Downs. And they'll be driven
Really?
back here, losing yards
Really?
to the 9. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going
There we
backwards.
go.
Lance looking to throw it. They'll roll him out right.
Who the
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Yeah. Here we go.
Lance now on 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Come on. Damn it.
End zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Fuck it.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and minicamps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the 2nd half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Oh, never mind. I was about to say he's gone, but fucking kicker.
Across the 50. Great return.
Dude thinks he's Pat fucking McAfee.
Set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the 2nd half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Yep. Here we go.
Second half starts with a run by Dobbins. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the 2nd half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows?
Yeah.
But it looks like they're ready to go.
Here we go.
And Lance now to throw. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle.
Good shit, Trey.
Together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Yep. Here we go.
Now Lance. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. And they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
And you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. We're going to look at Amon-Ra St. Brown as his offense readies for the next drive. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Escapes the defender. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because They have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. He connected on his first, this from 41. Oh, they get to the football.
Get the ball.
It's picked up, a live ball here, remember. But down this big, we know that they need touchdowns instead of field goals, but now it's add insult to injury because they can't even get the three, Charles, on the excellent block there by the special teams.
And it certainly felt to me like the special teams consider themselves an extension of the defense, which has played well for them. They have a nice cushion. They didn't want to allow any points, any opportunity to cut into their lead. A big-time play by those guys on that side of the ball.
Yeah. Here we go.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd down and 3.
Yeah, here we go.
Running to the right, this is Vaughn. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
My high school football coach was very fond of saying, you've got to meet force with force. And on a short yardage running play, that's what you're going to encounter. And how about them picking up the first down on that one?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Yeah. Here we go.
To throw, it's Lance. And he rifles one incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Yeah. Here we go.
Play action, now it's Lance. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's caught inside the 20. A big play here for Dallas. 47 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead. For those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Yeah. Here we go.
On play action, Lance.
That was
and his
stupid.
throw here's incomplete.
Before that last pass, 2 interceptions had already been thrown. And this last one tipped in the air, which means everyone on defense is almost fighting each other in order to get to the football to try and make it a third. Once you've thrown a couple, it's almost like a swarm of bees going after the ball. And in this case, they weren't able to get there before it fell to the ground.
Get the block. God damn it.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Yeah. Here we go.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Ten, 9, 8, 7.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, 3 more points tacked on, and this this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit Lions getting set for another series here.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Throwing on 3rd. Goff.
Oh.
And a throw there going to be...
I was pushing triangle.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Stephon Gilmore. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
He's got his hat trick.
And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. That is caught by Lamb. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Ready, go.
The Lance going to throw. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great play there with an amazing diving catch. And the Cowboys are closing in on that 16-0 record as they add on to their lead. Aubrey now for the PAT. And that stretches the lead to 27. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight. I'm impressed. Yeah, I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Another one.
Another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Oh, felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. There he goes, right side. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 63 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
Yeah, here we go.
On the ground with Vaughn.
Fuck.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And now they'll throw with Lance. Touchdown! Jake Ferguson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Time for another look at this Lions offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Now Goff.
Good shit.
Go down. A Cowboy sack. Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now it's gone. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. On the counter, it's Vaughn. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll toss this out for Vaughn. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, you're trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Vaughn on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Now we just take
13 and 1st and goal.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here.
Oh, Jesus Christ, excuse me.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
And that's all she wrote, ladies and gents. How would they show a replay of that?
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Cowboys, they're a win away now from running the table here in the regular season. They moved to 16-0 on the year. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Alright, alright. Perfect regular season is quite an accomplishment, but is it a waste of time if you, to some degree, if you don't win it all?
I'm back, sorry.
You're good. I actually just finished the game, so I'm about to hop on Minecraft. Kinda tempted to just play this last game, but at the same time, I think I've had my Madden dose for today. One more week till Dak comes back. And then you can say, Daddy's home. Well, Mr. Mike. Alright. Oh, we could maybe kick. Why are the Eagles here too, bro? What the fuck? I hate this. They're 8 and they're both 8 and 8. So maybe depending on how it goes, I may or may not kick the Commanders out of the regular or out of the playoffs, and it'll be the Eagles and someone else in there. But it's so stupid. AFC's still the same. Jets, Bills, Ravens, Jags, Dolphins, Chiefs, Bengals. Falcons snuck in. They might actually move up to 6th seed and play the Saints after this last week. But we'll find out next episode, guys. Appreciate you for sticking around, watching the series. We are almost at the end. We've got, I'll probably do next week's, let me see. Because if I play the last regular season game, simulate the wild card round, and then I could do the first round of the playoffs, and then, guys, I want to make the Super Bowl its own episode, so I might just do one episode per game now. Cut the stream a little short, cut the episodes a little shorter. But yeah, if you're enjoying the content, please don't forget to like, subscribe, follow me on Twitch, and as always, hope you have a great day. Stay blessed. It's Big G signing off. Peace.